Welcome to the Daily Stoic Dose. Before starting this video, make sure please subscribe, like and share this video to reach out most authentic Stoic content. Need support? Thanks. Hey brother, welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. If I told you there are just two words that could completely shift how women look at you, would you believe me? Not pickup lines, not fake confidence. Just two words that, when spoken from the right energy, can change everything about how you're perceived. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this sounds too simple, stay with me. Because most men never truly understand how the smallest things, tone, timing, and word choice, can shape attraction more powerfully than looks or money ever could. These words don't manipulate. They don't force, they reveal something about you, your clarity, your presence, your grounded masculinity, and once you learn to use them, you'll never communicate the same way again. The hidden power of words. Think about it, the difference between a man who commands attention and one who gets ignored isn't what he wears or drives. It's the energy in his words. You've probably seen it before. One guy walks into a room, barely says a word, but everyone feels his presence. Another guy talks non-stop, trying to impress, but no one really listens. What's the difference? Intent. When a man speaks from clarity, his words carry weight. When he speaks from insecurity, his words scatter. So when I say two words can shift how women see you, I'm not talking about memorized lines. I'm talking about a reflection of how grounded you are within yourself. Most men never reach that point. They communicate from uncertainty, afraid to offend, afraid to take up space, afraid to want. But once you stop apologizing for wanting something, everything changes. Where most men get it wrong. Let's be honest, most men kill attraction not because they're bad-looking or boring, but because they're indecisive. Picture this, you're texting a woman you like. She asks, "What do you want to do this weekend?" And you say, "Whatever you want." You think you're being polite, but to her, it sounds like, "I don't have direction." That one line, harmless as it seems, silently tells her, "You lead, I'll follow," and women don't fall in love with passengers. They fall in love with drivers. The same thing happens when you constantly try to please her. You give in to every request, change your plans, cancel your commitments, thinking she'll appreciate it, but she doesn't. Because deep down, she doesn't want a man who lives to make her comfortable, she wants a man who's comfortable in his own decisions. Every time you avoid saying what you want, you slowly trade your identity for acceptance. And when you do that, attraction fades, not because she stopped liking you, but because you stopped being someone she could feel. The moment you reclaim power, so what changes everything? Two words, I want. Simple, direct, raw, but when said with calm conviction, they carry the energy of a man who knows himself. I want is not a command, it's a declaration, it's the verbal expression of certainty. When you say, "I want to see you," or "I want to take you out," you're not begging or hoping, you're expressing direction, you're making your intentions clear without apology, and that clarity. It's magnetic, because women aren't drawn to uncertainty, they're drawn to direction. They crave emotional leadership, not control, not arrogance, but a man who can guide through calm presence. When she hears those words, "I want," her subconscious registers something ancient. This man knows where he's going, masculine energy, calm, not control. Let's get one thing straight, using "I want" isn't about dominance, it's not about forcing your way through, it's about expressing truth with peace. A weak man avoids saying what he wants because he fears rejection. A strong man says what he wants, and stays unshaken, even if he doesn't get it. That's the essence of Stoic masculinity. You express. You don't attach, you state your truth, not because you expect something, but because you respect yourself enough not to hide it. That calm strength, it's rare, and rare things are irresistible. How to use "I want" in real life. Let's bring this into real life. You meet a woman you find attractive. Most men hesitate, they dance around it, waiting for the perfect moment, but you look her in the eye and say, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday." You didn't ask for permission. You didn't hide behind "maybe" or "if you'd like." You stated it, clearly, calmly, confidently. Now imagine her reaction. Instantly, she feels a shift. This man is decisive, he's intentional, he's not playing games. That's what separates you from the majority. Or let's say you're in a relationship. Instead of saying, "Whatever you want to do, try, I want to spend Saturday with you." Just us, no distractions. That's leadership. It shows thought, direction, and presence. Even in non-romantic settings, it works. At work, with friends, family, the moment you say I want, you claim ownership of your desires. People begin to feel your confidence before you finish your sentence. The balance, confidence versus arrogance. Now, there's a fine line between calm certainty and ego. Confidence doesn't ignore others, it includes them. Arrogance silences others. Confidence invites. If she says, I'm not sure I can, you don't push or argue. You stay centered and respond, no worries. Let's find another day. That small response communicates emotional control. You're not chasing. You're not begging, you're simply standing firm in who you are. The truth is, your tone matters more than your words. Say I want from arrogance, and it sounds entitled. Say I want from calm groundedness, and it sounds irresistible. When you speak from peace, your energy does the work for you. Why most men can't say it? Here's the deeper truth. Most men can't say I want because they were taught not to. From a young age, we're conditioned to please, to be nice, to avoid conflict, to never offend, so we grow up suppressing our desires. We become agreeable instead of authentic, but attraction doesn't live in agreeableness. It lives in truth. A woman can only feel emotionally safe with a man who's honest, with her, but more importantly, with himself. When you hide what you want, she senses it, and subconsciously, it makes her uneasy, because she can't trust a man who hides behind politeness. So learning to say I want isn't about getting women, it's about reclaiming your voice. It's about reprogramming yourself to live with direction instead of hesitation. Your challenge, the 7-day I want exercise. Now it's time to put this into practice. For the next 7 days, use I want 5 times every single day, not just in dating, everywhere. When ordering coffee, I want a cappuccino. When planning your weekend, I want to rest on Saturday. When setting goals, I want to improve my focus this week. And yes, when talking to women, I want to see you. I want to call you tonight. Do this for a week and watch what happens. People will start responding differently. You'll notice they respect your presence more. You'll feel more grounded, more certain, more alive. Because expressing what you want doesn't make you selfish, it makes you real. Final reflection, those 2 words, I want, may sound small, but they're the foundation of masculine confidence. They communicate direction, clarity, and authenticity. When you use them intentionally, you stop being the man who waits, and become the man who acts. So brother, here's the truth. Women don't fall for perfection, they fall for certainty, for grounded energy, for a man who knows what he wants, and isn't afraid to say it. Start using I want in your speech, and you'll notice something powerful. Your reality will start aligning with it, because every word you speak builds the frame you live in. Now, I want you to do one more thing. Comment below and tell me how you'll use I want this week. And if this video gave you clarity or confidence, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with another man who needs to hear this message. Remember, you don't chase what you want, you express it. You embody it, and life naturally starts to follow your direction. Thanks for watching, brother. Until next time, stay grounded, stay calm, and never apologize for knowing exactly what you want.